Hey, with Breezy. Today we're talking about how you can view the Girls Frontline Story online. As a Girls Frontline 2 player, I didn't play the original, so as the GFL 2 story continues to get better and better, I wanted to go back and get more context from the original game about what would happen to the commander and what happened to some of the dolls in the story. So I'm going to show you guys 4 methods, and I'll put all of them in the bio down below so you can easily access them. The first method I used was YouTube. I just searched in GFL Story, and you're met with 2 pretty good sources right off the bat. You've got what I used first was this. It's from HeroMystic. He tries to summarize the story in videos, but he kind of gave up on the project, and it doesn't really. Obviously, you can't fit everything into summaries, so there's a lot of details missing and stuff like that. It's good, it's short, you can somewhat get the idea. But then there's also this option here. There's this guy he's kind of like a story archive. You can go back and view old stories from GFL 2, he's got GFL 1. He's got Arknights games. That's pretty much what he covers here. And basically, his most recent one is Isolation Forest. So he's missing like 3 or 4 of the last events at this current moment of the recording. But I mean, this takes a while to get through the story. It's a pretty long story. It's very good, but you can watch him in video, and it's kind of like you'd actually play the game, which leads to option number 2, actually playing the game. That sounds a bit weird, but like, it's on Steam, it's on mobile, it's still fully playable. But the downside is, as every method has pros and cons, you have to actually play the game, and you're time limited, and you have to actually acquire dolls, you have to train them up, you have to farm attachments, you have to, if they die while you're in combat, they have like a recharge time where you can't just continue and brute force through the story. So yeah, you can always play the game, but it's there, it's on. Option number 3 is this website, the GFL Story. I don't know the official name of it, but I don't know, you just go to Google, you search in GFL Story Reader, and it is right here, GFL Story Editor. And it leads you to this, which is basically, they made the website to look like you're playing the game, and you can just click in and it continues. I don't have the audio on because the audio on this website is really loud. You have to like manually control it on your computer. But you get all the scenes, you get all the sound effects, you get all the background music. It's great. If you miss a line, you can go back and view the log. It's got pretty much every event. Pretty much. Sadly, it's missing like the last, just like this. It's missing some of the last events. But other than that, where does it stop actually? Actually, it might have them. Last time I checked, these weren't translated. They were in Chinese still. But yeah, you go through the story like you're actually playing the game. This is from the prologue, so you're not getting any major spoilers at all. But there's also, they have something on this website like this, where basically you view it as Act 1 of the story, Act 2, Act 3, and you just go left to right through the story. And then you'll eventually reach these like crossroads where like this, at the end of this story, it might have like a choice, and if you pick one choice, it leads to this path, and obviously it ends. Maybe the commander just dies in the story right there. There are some crazy stuff that happens. Or if you pick a different choice, the story continues on further. and then this might be the perspective of the AR team, and this might be the commander's perspective, or you get how it goes. There's a whole there's all branches of the story it shows, and that's how you view this kind of. And then the last method is the GFL cutscene interpreter, which is what I used for most of it. Once I reached the end of this website was great, but eventually you'll reach the end of all the translated stuff, and then there's still some to go. So I switched to this website, and basically it's like a slideshow, and you can have the audio. You can play the audio. If the audio is bad, the audio player is at the very bottom of the screen, unfortunately. So you might get spoiled by like the last slide or something, but yeah, you can control the audio here. This is what's actually playing right now. It's playing audio from this website. So it's a great website. It just has the text here on the bottom. You click the picture, it goes to the next slide, and then it tells you who's talking and stuff. But it's pretty easy to read the story this way. And while I was reading, I mean, this website's pretty great. It actually has everything of the story. Like, even this is the last part of the story, quantum fluctuation. It has all the side stories, it has main chapters, which you do have to like flip back between them. Like, if you're going through them and you reach chapter 5, and then oh, there's an event from chapter 5.5 right here that like fits in between the story. If you're using this website, they automatically fit it in, but on this website you have to like flip back and forth. You have to double check if you're missing any stories between them. But while I was reading, I always had this website open beside in like another tab. You can always like look up a character, look up a city, look up what the hell they're talking about. Just like a keyword or something in the story. This is the Wikipedia page for Girls Frontline. I always had this open in a tab while I was reading, and usually I'd have like another tab of just straight Google. Like this story I have open right now is called The Roche Limit. So I'd be like, what is the Roche Limit? And you just search it. Roche limit's the closest distance an orbiting body can get without being torn apart by the gravitational forces. It's like two characters getting close in the story, but not actually meeting, maybe? Who knows? But that is basically the 4 methods I use to view the story. It's a good story. It's kind of time consuming. Took me a couple weeks of reading. Yeah. Method 1, I used YouTube. Method 2, I actually did try to play the game. I got through like 7 chapters playing the game, and then it was too time consuming building up all the units, actually. So I switched to GFL Story Editor and read through them all again. And then I reached the end of that and swapped to this. And that's how we made it. Classic Blue Guy. That's gonna end our video. Let me know, guys, if this helped you guys get into the story, hopefully. But thank you guys for watching, and see ya.